Hi everyone, welcome back and thank you for tuning in. Some of you have been asking about resale versus pre-construction and which one is a better choice in today's market. So stay tuned and we'll break that down in today's video. Hi everyone, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Alan, broker and investor with Allen Law Real Estate. And today I'm going to break down some key considerations when differentiating between a resale or pre-construction development. So please don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my new content. Now, everything I'm talking about is purely my own perspective because everyone's situation will be different when it comes to probably the biggest purchase of your lives. So first and foremost, the main factors differentiating between pre-con and resale is when you need it and when do you want to pay for it. And really boils down to two things, time and money. However, don't try to time the market. Real estate is a long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. The right time to invest is when you have the money, you're ready to commit, and that's the best time to get in. So now back to our topic, pre-con versus resale. So as I said, the main considerations are time and money. So the down payment and the final payment date or the closing date. The occurrence of these two are very different between pre-con and resale. So first, the down payment. For pre-construction, it's generally about 20%, but that can be made over several payments over the course of about 2 years. Sometimes there are promos and incentives that are as low as 5% down for the first year. Then you don't have to worry about any further payments until closing date, maybe 3 or 4 years later. And that's when you'll need to pay the balance. You'll get a mortgage or you can take it from your savings. You lock in your price and then you've got 3 or 4 years to figure it out. You're gaining the benefit of time, allowing an opportunity for your investment to appreciate over time without putting in more money. You can basically set it and forget it. So that sounds pretty good. However, pre-construction condos are not necessarily cheaper than resale, mostly for one reason, increasing costs. So you've all heard the saying, time is money. And a premium is factored in by the developer to account for the rising costs over the next few years. So materials and labor, government charges, these all increase over time. So that's all factored in. And as a project starts to sell, the builder will also increase the selling price over time. And this is something you need to be aware of. By the time the general public gets access to a new development, the prices have already increased from when the first group of VIPs had their chance to buy. So this is the reason why you need to talk to me in order to get in early and lock in a price during the early stages before prices are increased. So if you're wondering what I mean, if you're wondering what I'm talking about the prices going up while the project is selling, check out my video here or here about the importance of getting in early and getting early access to pre-construction projects. Now on the resale side, you'll still need to come up with a deposit of at least 20%, but you'll need it right away. So that's not spread over a few years like with pre-construction. Then closing usually happens between 60 and 90 days of the agreement, so you'll need to come up with a full balance. That's 100% of your purchase price within 90 days. But on the plus side, is that the price is usually negotiable. So on a resale, you'll have the chance to work on the price with the seller. So a savvy negotiator like you might be able to swing a deal, or better yet, call me, let me do the heavy lifting. You're going to need to come up with 100% of the purchase price within 90 days. And as an investment consideration, resale lets you start to collect rent right away. Instead of waiting 3 or 4 years for your investment to be built, your income stream can start right away and you still have time for your property to appreciate while your tenant pays your mortgage. So this is a huge plus for resale. But overall, most factors to consider between resale and pre-construction are very much based on your personal preference. Like, are you the kind of person that wants something that's completely brand new, that you can put your own personal touches on, and to a certain extent customized? Then pre-con is more suited for you. But also, are you okay with making possibly the biggest investment based on something that's purely on paper and computer-generated renderings, which the builder reserves the right to change. So you're basically paying money into something that might not look like what you even paid for. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but there are clauses in your contract to allow the builders to make certain changes to your unit. Now, of course, this is never the builder's intent to mess with you and change what you paid for, but sometimes things do happen during the building process. And of course, pissing off their customers isn't going to give them a great reputation for future projects, so they really don't want to do that. It is something that you need to be aware of, and also another reason that you'd want to speak with me about a particular builder and their reputation and sort of their track record. Or are you someone that needs to see it and touch it and really know exactly what you're getting? You can do that with a resale. There's no surprises, and resale is definitely something that you might want to look for. And speaking of surprises, another factor to look at is the warranty. The Tarion New Home Warranty covers your new construction home for up to 7 years for any major structural defects, but you don't have this kind of warranty on a resale. It's basically up to the seller to make sure things are in good working order or to disclose any major known issues. And it's also very much up to you to do your own due diligence. But of course, I'm simplifying it because you do have some recourse in certain circumstances, and I can talk about that separately. I can do a separate video on that. Comment below or contact me if you want more information about resales. Now, there are of course certain factors, including location, what's available in a particular school district, or what's available close to your work. That also dictates whether you choose pre-construction or resale. And everything I just talked about really scratches the surface of all the considerations, and one is not better than the other. It will be different for everyone's personal circumstances. But I'd love to hear from you what your take is on this. So if you'd like to chat with me, please comment below or reach out to me at broker@allenlaw.ca or call me at 905-604-1010. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any new content that could be helpful to you or someone that you know. Thanks again for tuning in.